Hello guys, I'm gonna do my makeup right now. I just filled in my eyebrows. I used the Salon Perfect Done in One brown brow pomade in dark brown. This one. And then just to outline it, and then I just filled it in with brown eyeshadow. So I am about to carve them out. I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium Honey. And I just put some at the back of my hand, like that much. My stomach freaking hurts, I think I have to poop. Sorry for the random voiceover, but here I am carving out the bottom of my eyebrow with the concealer. So I am doing the same thing as I did to the bottom, just outlining the top part of my eyebrow, and I'm doing it very, very carefully because I don't want to mess up. And you do the same for the other eyebrow. Here I am dotting the concealer onto my lid and blending it out to prep it for my eyeshadow. I use this as a base. This is Kathleen Light Straight palette by ColourPop. And here I am using the shade Fancy Vanilla in the palette Milani Most Loved Mattes. For my transition shade, I'm going to be picking up the color Magical and the Dream Street palette. And I'm going to be using a Morphe M441.
Excuse me, you have a guy.
Next, I'll be picking up the color Potion and putting on the outside of my eye, I guess the V part, and the inner. And I'm going to be packing it on and then blending, packing it on and blending until it looks good, I guess. And the brush I am using is one that I got in my Profusion palette. And to deepen up the eye look, I'm going to be using the color Elfish. And I am using a AOA Studio E128 brush from Shop Miss A. Then I'll be putting concealer in the middle part of my eyeshadow, and that's where I didn't put any eyeshadow, so I just place it on there like so. And then I'm going to be using the shade Stardust in the palette and placing it where I put the concealer on. And I'm using the eyeshadow brush Kala. It doesn't say what number it has on there. To prep my skin, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water. And then I'll be using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. And I'm placing that under my eye. And then using the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Light. For foundation, I will be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Desert Beige. And I just placed that where I didn't wear concealer. And to blend that out, I'm using the Real Techniques makeup sponge. I forgot what it's called, but something like that. To contour the face, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour in the shade Oaks on You. And I'm using the same sponge to blend that out. And to set my concealer, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. And I'm just setting my concealer basically with the same sponge. And then I'm putting concealer on my chin, my cupid's bow, my forehead, and I think down my nose, but I don't think I did. And then I blend it out and then set it with the same translucent powder. And to set my foundation, I'm using Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the shade Tan Beige. And I'm using the Real Techniques Multitask Brush. And to add some dimension to my face, I'm using the bronzer from Wet n Wild Take It to Brazil. And I'm using a Cala brush, and it doesn't have a number on it as well. For blush, I'm using the Wet n Wild Color Icon in the shade Mellow Wine, and I'm using a brush from BH Cosmetics, and it's the number 9. And for my contour to look more defined, I get the sponge again, and I put translucent powder under where I put the bronzer. And once I have baked, I use the Real Techniques brush, and the name of it is Contour Brush, and just wipe away the translucent powder. To set my face, I'm using the Mario Badescu Aloe, Cucumber, and Green Tea Spray. For my highlight, I'm using Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight, and I'm using the brush Kara K32. And I'm using the same highlight using a Naked brush from the Naked palette, and I'm highlighting my nose, the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow. And to intensify my highlighter, I'm using the Milani Strobe Light in the shade Sun Glow. I'm going to be using the shade Potion, and I'm using a AOA Studio E139 brush to put under my bottom lower lash. To blend that out, I'm going to use the shade Magical with the brush AOA Studio E137. And to make it look more smoky, I'm going to use the shade Elfish with the brush AOA Studio E139. And I'm putting that on the outside of my bottom eyelash. So now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes, and I'm going to use the mascara Maybelline New York Pumped Up Colossal Volume Express Waterproof. Now I'm going to be applying these falsies. I think I got these on Amazon. They were for like 5 of them for $5, I think. And I'm using this Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. And I was just like feeling myself here. I've been looking cute. I was jamming out while I was doing my makeup. I forgot what kind of music it is. Probably some twerking music. Here's a little up close of my eyes. But it looks so good. I like these lashes. And the falsies, I stacked other falsies on top, but just at the ends. And for my lips, I'm using the Maybelline 925 in the shade Maple Kiss. And to outline it, I'm using the Real Techniques brush. I don't know what it's called because the name already like rubbed off. And then on top of that, I'm using the lip gloss from the Kathleen Lights collection. It's called Moonchild. And this is the final result of my makeup. If y'all enjoyed this, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. And I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if y'all want more videos like this. Thank you for watching.